Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to my presentation. I'm Aluh Nikmatullah. I will represent our research group to present our paper about growth and yield of carrot plant under eco-friendly cultivation method, effect of variety, potting media, and planting density. First of all, I would like to thank the ICBB 2020 committee for allowing us to present our paper. The background of our research was due to the fact that Indonesia has large yard area, but they are not intensively utilized. There are about 10.3 million hectares of yard in Indonesia. It's equal to 14% of agricultural areas. Due to this potency, Indonesian government has a strategic program to increase household food availability and thus strengthen the national food security via yard optimization. In addition to the areas of yards, there is also a significant development and rising importance of urban farming. Both system, yard cultivation as well as urban farming, utilize cultivation in the pot. At the moment, there are a few species of plant have been cultivated in the yard, particularly in the container, and even fewer in the lowland. Therefore, there is a need to diversify cultivation in the yard, and one potential plant is carrot plant. The reason for this is because carrot is a short life, has relatively small inside, nutritious, therefore suitable for cultivation in the pot. In addition, there are several varieties could grow and produce edible taproot in the lowland. This has been seen by several researchers. However, there is a need to develop suitable potted cultivation for carrots in the yard, and this might include selection of suitable variety, rate of organic matters, as well as plant population. The purposes of this study are to evaluate growth and yield of different variety of carrot plants in a potted cultivation system, and to investigate the effect of different rate of biosalary and plant population on growth and yield of carrot plant in the potted cultivation system. The research method. Three experiments were conducted in the University of Mataram research field located in Narmada village, West Lombok, at latitude of about 110 meters above mean sea level. The cultivation condition for each treatment is summarized in table 1 below. As can be seen from the table 1, the first experiment is evaluating different varieties, designated as Gundaling, Ratu Jabar, New Nantes, and New Korda variety. The second research evaluating the effect of rate of bioslurry application. And the third research evaluating different population, 1, 2, 1, 3, and 5 plant per pot. The polybag size used in the first experiment was 25 centimeter times 30 centimeter length times wide. In the second experiment, 15 centimeter times 15 centimeter, and then in the third experiment is 40 centimeter times 40 centimeter. The potting mix used in experiment 1 and 3 is the soil, rice husk charcoal, and chicken manure 1 by 1 by 1, while in the experiment 2 is soil and rice husk charcoal in 1 by 1. There is no chemical fertilizer added for experiment 2 and 3, but in the experiment 1, KCl 0.01 kilogram per pot was added. The pest and disease control was done by biological control using Metarhizium anisophyllae and Beauferiana bassiana. The result of our research showed that growth and yield of current plant were not significantly different, and this table shows quite similar result for Gundaling variety, Ratu Jabar variety, Kuroda variety, and Yunantes variety, particularly for growth. However, there is a tendency that Gundaling and Yunantes variety produce heavier plant as well as produce heavier prosperous weight of the taproot. In addition, it also shows better quality as can be seen by higher ratio of cortex to the style. The second experiment shows that a higher the growth and yield of carrot plant cultivation in polybag increase as the dose of bioslurry increase. This can be seen that in the dose 3, dose of bioslurry 20 gram per pot produce the highest growth rate as well as highest production. The experiment 3 also shown that there is a different growth rate and yield of plant from 1, 3, and 5 plant per polybag. The P1 and P2 mean that treatment with 1 plant per polybag and 3 plant per polybag produce very similar growth rate as well as the production. Therefore, we conclude that this P1 and P3 can be used as a suitable condition for cultivation of carrot in the polybag. The discussion: the 4 varieties were able to grow and produce taproot when cultivated in the container in lowland, with Gundaling and Yunantes variety had a better taproot yield and quality, as can be seen by taproot weight and ratio between cortex and style. Bioslurry can be used as organic fertilizer for carrot cultivation in the container. The growth and yield were higher in the higher dose of bioslurry. This is due to the increased dose correlated with the increased nutrient supply for the plant. In the container, population of carrot plant were an important aspect. Population correlates with competition in space, water availability, sunshine, nutrients, and other factors. Fewer population provide more resources for the plant, but decrease the efficiency. A similar growth rate and yield were obtained by cultivating 1 and 3 carrot plant per polybag. Therefore, this suitable one is using 3 plant per polybag. However, growth and yield of carrot in this experiment were low, and therefore there is a need to improve the media composition and optimize the nutrient application for the cultivation of carrot in lowland in the container. We can conclude that there was no significant different growth rate and yield of 4 varieties of carrot examined, with the Gundaling and the Yunantes tend to produce a higher yield and taproot quality. Second, growth and yield of carrot in container was influenced by dose of bioslurry. A higher growth rate and a yield was obtained in bioslurry dose of 20 gram per polybag. In the polybag of 40 cm x 40 cm length by weight, suitable population was 1 to 3 plant. That's all a result of our research. And before I close, I would like to thank University of Mataram for the PNBP research grant awarded to Aluh Nikmatullah in 2019, entitled Development of Carrot Cultivation in Lowland to support the KRPL program. Thank you for your kind attention and see you again. Good morning.